welcome back to the Citizen channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. And episode 25, yes, episode 25 of the One City Show. This is the sort of lighter version where we have a look at some general stuff on the internet, images, artwork, stuff even City have put out to entertain and inform us. So just a quick look at that. Of course, there's a community version of this as well, which will be out next week or two. But lots to put in this, lots of artwork, lots of stuff. Please give these guys a follow that we mentioned today, and obviously give them your support. It'll be absolutely fantastic. I'm sure they'd love it. Some great images as well, some great stuff at the end of City fans as well, with a couple of nice, wonderful images to finish off this little vlog. The channel's now monetized, so guys, if you can follow any links to the ads or watch the ads, it will help me out with the channel going forward. If you can watch any of those ads, etc., etc., it certainly helps, and it'll help my other channel, film and TV channel as well. Please, any thumbs up you can give me, any help, and you can tag me in anything. If you've got anything, any images yourself or anything you want to promote on the community side, you can tag me into anything, and I'll pick that up. So that'll be brilliant. Right, let's get on with this. It's quite a lot. It's quite busy. It's been about 3 weeks since the last one or something like that. Just over 3 weeks. So general images, yeah. Mark McCarthy, yeah, better known for his City shirts, isn't he? Mark MMMAC. All the hats will be showing on screen and stuff. If any don't show, I'll print it out on screen anyway. But a great, yeah, it's not a shirt this time. This is a bag. Yeah, it's for an ATS Associated Size Specialist sponsored a bag issued for an international youth tournament. I don't usually like yellow, but obviously I quite like that from a sort of retro point of view. That was a great image. Thanks, Mark, for that. On my recent visit, of course, to St Mary's, got some good shots. Got a shot of the church, which is about about half a mile away. I had a quick wander around, which I like to do if I get a bit of chance before these away games. And I found the original St Mary's church, which was about half a mile to a mile away from the ground itself, and also took a picture from one of the bridges over the sort of bay there, the sort of estuary. Obviously, you'll see St Mary's in the distance and some images from just around the ground, which I'm sure you're all familiar with if you've been down to St Mary's. But it's my first trip, so please allow me a fact of getting some images in. At Man City, yeah, posted this best of the best image, yeah, to do with FIFA, I think he's holding a PlayStation controller there, isn't he, with Cancelo and Diaz sat next to him playing that. I thought it was a great image. To say, they do post some good stuff at City, so that's a good one. And also a group pic of some of the players before or after training. I'm not sure where that came from. I have seen it retweeted on a couple of apps on Twitter, but I'm sure the club put that one out. That picture of all the players posing, I think the word is for that one. I have no record at all these following images of who posted them. My apologies if you know who it was. There's a great one inside the main stand. I did go to a lot of reserve games back in the day. And obviously, I think that's the main stand, H block, wasn't it? I'm sure it was, but obviously I probably would have gone up those stairs myself. But yeah, the only other time I never went in the main stand I went in that place where the security was behind it in the corner towards the north stand, but I never actually sat in the main stand for a first team game. It was only reserve team games, of course. And there's also one there where I did go in, that's next to the main stand, obviously would have been changed, wouldn't it, into the Platt Lane, where obviously all the fans are lining up to get in. I would have been in that in the 60s and 70s, going in that entrance there into the Platt Lane, if you like. So that's the opposite end, isn't it? So that security thing, the other end of the main stand. Some great inflatables on show there. From even got a fried egg, which is quite funny. That was a good image. I'm not saying my apologies. I'm not sure who posted that one, but it's a great image. And of course, as we continue to upset everyone in football, I think this image appeared after the Arsenal game where everyone was getting all uptight about it. And I think it's not a Banksy, is it? But a brilliant scene on the wall there. And Lee T of MCFC Man 66, at MCFC Man 66, posted an image of all his lads' shirts. Yeah, some interesting names on there. Have a quick look. I see what you can scan them. I've never ever put names on the back of my shirts when I've had replica shirts. Never. I've got the name on a goalkeeper's shirt that I played in a charity match at Main Road, and obviously it's got my surname on it. But that's the only ever time I've worn a shirt that's actually got a name on it. Just something I've never really been into, to be honest with you. But there's a great set of shirts there. 433 at 433, a great image of KDB. Obviously there in his submarine, as he does. He's always in the submarine at weekends. That's what he does. And he can find a target from anywhere at 433 states. That's a good little image. Twin Citizens at Twin Citizens. Yeah, I mean, someone was asking about the coldest temperature they've ever experienced. And obviously, yeah, Twin Citizens were bragging a little bit. -50, give or take, they said. And that picture looks magnificent, doesn't it? Let's be honest about it. Punchillo, yeah, Punchillo is now at San Lorenzo City. He's from Argentina. He's supported City because of course, Aguero and Zabaleta and the guys coming over to play for us. And obviously, he's pretty chuffed now, isn't he? Because we've got Alvarez, of course, as I'm recording this. And obviously, he does little edits and stuff like that. So I said I'll be assumedly posting more stuff from at Lorenzo City over the coming months and the coming issues, but with the arrival of Alvarez. So I expect an Alvarez one very, very soon, mate, so get that done for me. On the City channel itself, just a couple of things. Obviously, the February issue of the digital magazine is out, which I did a review of. I'll try and post a link on this at the end while this is being played. So very good, very good. I do have a lot. It's very complimentary. I do like the digital magazine. It's a nice mix of stuff. So that's out the February issue. And David Clayton penned a little story about Riyad Mahrez called Control, the Riyad Mahrez story. So have a look at that. They're both on the City channel. If you just scroll through the pages under men's, under news and then the men's team, you'll find them it won't take you long to find those two. And City this is all our guys who put City stuff that you can buy, you can use free, you can just tweet and retweet and like, etc., on the various apps that I'm going to read out to you now. Obviously, Don Grant is a regular, of course he is, and after that Saints game, he remembered back obviously the 100-pointer, wasn't it, with Jesus scoring that last-minute goal, and obviously he reintroduces us to the members of the 100 Club. Brilliant Prince from Don Grant. He has his own style, doesn't he, of course, at www.dongrantwall.co.uk, so you can buy all prints available, and I think he does bespoke prints as well and stuff like that. And he also shared a great image there of Bernardo as well, so give Don Grant a look, check out his website and buy some stuff off the young man. That'll be absolutely brilliant. Josh Saunders via Facebook had a great KDB edit. Yes, that's not a bad one. It's a new name to me, Josh Saunders. I try and get onto Facebook a little bit. I'm more on Twitter, but I do try and check with Facebook. So if I'm missing anything on Facebook, guys, just copy me into it and send it to me, and I'll put it out if there's anything worthy on there or anyone does stuff on Facebook, because I don't go on Facebook as much as I do Twitter, unfortunately. Just not enough hours in the day, is it? But that was great from Josh Saunders. Gemma at Create with Gem has a great Raheem illustration there at Create with JM. So I'm sure we'll see more from Gemma. I'm not too sure we've had Gemma on before. And another new one for me that I've got here is Visuals by Baz at Visuals by Baz. A great edit of Fernandinho and also of Rodri there. A couple of great edits. I think that Rodri, I do like that Rodri one. I like them both, but the Rodri one especially with that set Visuals by Baz. So that's a new name, I think. And there's certainly not a new name. Shikar SG_designs_ does credit again to KDB, which is nice. The quality of Shikar stuff, I don't have to tell you, the guys do it. It's absolutely tremendous. A great piece of artwork, of course, prior to the City-Chelsea game, under his little badge of SG designs there. That I thought was impressed. I might have used that as well in my stuff. I can't remember now, but thanks to Shikar, he doesn't mind. I try and tweet and retweet his stuff all the time. And also a contract for Foden. I thought it was 2027. He's got 2026 on there, but he said it was open to be changed, obviously. But I've just been looking back, and I thought he'd actually signed to 2027, but I'm not too sure. But it's a great image anyway, isn't it? It can soon be altered, of course. And some great Bernardo wallpaper for you there. I think that's a game against United, the black and white image, isn't it, with the colour. That's sort of wallpaper you can use yourself. So that's great stuff from Shikar at SG_designs_. Ibra, another new one, I think, at Ibra_097, at Ibra_097. did Mahrez justice. I think he did this before he flew out to the AFCON. I think it was back just after the last vlog I put out. So that's Ibra, it's Ibra_097. That's a great one. Says a few new ones this week. Ryan at Ryan J Visuals. My apologies if you have featured before, but it's obviously some names not as familiar to me. He found an excellent way to get rid of a recent creative block. I mean, you've got to have a creative block and coming out with something like that. It's quite impressive, Ryan, mate. So that's at Ryan J Visuals. As I said, give all these guys a follow and tweet and retweet their stuff and make use of it. Give them your support. It'd be absolutely wonderful. And another new one, as far as you can see, Angeli Deer at Angeli Deer. Really hope Phil Foden sees this. Well, let's hope he does. I'm sure he does. I mean, a lot of people have retweeted it, posted it. I'm hoping, obviously, you tagged Phil Foden into it. If he's on Twitter, I'm not too sure. But obviously, you can follow him and drop him a line and say what you think as well. That's a great little somewhat artwork on Phil Foden from Angeli Deer. DD Graphics, well, we've had these before, haven't we? DD at DD_graphics_. A great image of Walker. I think we had last month we had Diaz, wasn't it? Was it Diaz and Laporte coming out of the mist? But obviously this came out afterwards of Walker coming out of the blue mist. I mean, it could have been when he got sent off that game, but it isn't. Obviously, it isn't that game. But I'm just saying you would have seen a blue mist from somewhere else, wouldn't you? Certainly would have seen it from perhaps Pep's head when he got sent off in that Champions League game. To be honest, now he's got a 3-match ban as well, which isn't great, is it? News, NEUS at It's News, called it a challenge. Yeah, a challenge drawing someone for the first time. I think it is. I suppose if you draw people, get used to drawing people. And obviously you get a style and a fashion. But obviously this is a good job. And I had to look twice. And it took me a few seconds to figure out it was obviously James Mackesy. Only that I'm not familiar with James Mackesy, not anything to do with the drawing. But I thought it was a great drawing of James Mackesy. It's nice to have someone new. You know, we get all the KDBs and Phil Fodens, don't we? But what do you think, guys, at It's News? I thought that was pretty good. Vanendra.png, of course, one of our regular ladies at Valencia CF, has a great pic of Cancelo. That's a brilliant one of Cancelo. She's got another brilliant one of Phil Foden. And yeah, probably my favourite of the three. I had this Rodders one as well, Rodders piece, which is very busy, but I like it. I like a busy one like that. I don't sometimes like not too busy, but that just sort of works for me. The sort of style of that with the busy image of Rodri, I thought that was brilliant. So that was Valencia CF. Giordo, this is a new one, I think, at Giordo, or Giord. It should be on the screen anyway, guys. Give it a pause and make a note of these and give them a follow. Has an excellent KDB, of course, so that's a great one from Giordo. I think he's a brand new one. I'm not he or she, I'm not too sure. My apologies. And a couple of City women tributes, for the women players, which is always nice. I don't usually do the women's stuff, but I think these were great pictures, so I included them. Who Invented Jamie? At Who Invented Jamie. A great illustration on City and England's Alex Greenwood, of course, which obviously she's been in the news fairly recently, hasn't she, Alex Greenwood? But that's a great image. And We Are MCWFC, at We Are MCWFC. Georgia Stanway gets the plaudits with that one. Painting pictures all over the pitch. It's the subtitle there. I think that's a fantastic image. And finally, to finish us off today, guys, some great City fan pictures from the young to not so young, and certainly no oldies in this lot. But if you send you and your friends or whatever, I mean, Becky at Izar Becky was ready for match day. That's a great picture, Becky. I mean, I really like that one. And Grace again at GRWC. Is just happy with a deflated inflatable. Yeah, so it's all around the Chelsea game, of course, when she had those stupid Champions League trophies, didn't they? So obviously after the 1-0, it got deflated, didn't it? And there's a great shot of her there also. Very happy, as you can see, and also a great shot with her pals. A fantastic shot of all the girls there, who obviously don't know if they've all been to the game or they just met up afterwards. I'm not too sure, but they're all happy anyway, which is how it should be. And Kareem, well, at Kareem Stanley, what can I say? I mean, that top's my favourite, the white top, but I tell you what, I don't look anything like that in my white top. Kareem Stanley makes it look even better. Kareem, absolutely wonderful image. A great picture taken from Kareem there. And Amy Holmes, yeah, she shared an image. I think it's a son. She doesn't say on this one of a sleeping City fan, Bradley. I assume it's a son anyway. I think it probably is. I mean, I've just looked at the wall and saw Thor, and I saw the Hulk. I can see the Hulk there, so I'm just thinking of whether he's dreaming of the Hulk playing at the Etihad. Remember that back in the day? He's probably too young to remember that, to be honest with you. But no, that's a great image with his Bernardo thing on top of his. Yeah, I mean, you can only dream of City, can't you, when you've got a bedroom and covers like that, etc., and stuff on the wall. But that's a great picture supplied by Amy Holmes. And thanks to Tony J. Evans, and this is brilliant. This is the last of our two finalists. This is a wonderful picture. His grandson, finally, Oliver's grown into his first kit, which is absolutely stunning. That's a great picture, Tony, there at Tony J. Evans. For sharing with us. Finally, his grandson Oliver's kit fits at last. It won't fit for long if we grow out of it. We grow out of it in about a month's time or something like that, the way they grow these kids. And finally, just to finish off, just as good as Tony's grandson, we've got another junior blue. This is Ella T at Ella Tro _ newest junior blue. What a fantastic, that is an absolutely fantastic image. I thought that's a nice way to end this little One City show. Episode 25, our newest junior blue. What an image. That is absolutely brilliant, stunning. Really enjoyed that. Please give these guys a follow, especially the guys doing the artwork and stuff like that. Some of them are City fans, some of them will do artwork for other teams as well, just a general thing. But a lot of these guys are City fans as well, so give them your support. And obviously, as I say, please tag me at Bernard _ Dineen. I think you can do it with a little B or a D, but if you're at capital B Bernard _ capital D Dineen, DINNEN, I'll stick it on screen for you there anyway, so you can tag me in your post, guys, if you want us to have a look at anything or there's anything you think might interest me, funny and light, or for the community one. As I said, there will be a community show coming out which we do look at charity stuff, etc., etc. So if there's anything you want on there, just tag me in it and I can repost that when I do that. But I hope you enjoyed today's stuff, and my thanks to all these guys who post the stuff and allow me to show it on this little vlog and share it with you. Thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, look after your families. More important, let's all look after each other. To me here again on the Citizen channel. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.